Fam, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It, baby. We got multiple different things going on this channel, and today we definitely gonna pick out a hot topic. Now, the title says, "Are Latinos the new face of bigotry in America?" Me personally, there's something there, definitely something going on between uh, Latinos and Black Americans now. And it's kind of kin to what's always happened in America in terms of lighter hues being prejudiced against darker hues. That's now becoming a huge thing with the Latino community and, versus the Black community. To me, that's in my opinion. And, me watching hundreds of other YouTubers, TikTokers, and everybody with the same sentiments is kind of pointing to being a real thing and a legitimate thing. So we're gonna jump in this video. We're gonna watch what a few other people got to say about the issue, and then y'all let me know what y'all feel down in the comments. Just gonna do it like that.
So as a little short rant, ooh, y'all get out my business. Before my phone dies, when exactly are Spanish people, like Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, when exactly are they our brothers and sisters? When we're out there marching, I don't ever see a Spanish or Mexican out there fighting for black rights. Um, when it comes to getting pulled over, do they say, "Oh, I'm black. I'm of black descent"? When it comes to getting jobs, when they go and apply for somewhere and put on their job application, do they put that they're black? Do they put that they're two or more races? Like, let's be for real. There is no such thing as black and brown stand proud when it comes to Spanish people, because they're actually more racist than white people are. Like, let's be for real. When exactly do they stand with us?
Now, as of lately, like I said, Latino, Hispanic people in general have been smelling their own shit, for lack of a better word. But lack of better words, they have been given access to resources to be able to build wealth in a community, right? And with that has been this sense of superiority to black people. Uh, there's been a lot of, and that's to take that back to the superiority thing. That's just because of a phenotype. Like I said, lighter hue, uh, different course of hair, uh, different skin complexion, um, and it's all related to how whites look, how Asians look, how East Indians look. Everybody in America outside of black people share this almost sameness when it comes to phenotype and uh, hair texture. So that automatically relays over to a sense of superiority because you got this sameness with these other groups, right? So I agree with her with how things have been playing out lately as far as Latinos. Now, checking off on um, the race boxes during filling out applications and stuff like that, that's irrelevant because if you're not black, you're just not black. You don't have to put black to stand in solidarity. You don't have to put black on your application and stand in solidarity with black people. You are who you are. But at the end of the day, just don't make it harder for black people when you have stood in the same position as black people a few years prior to you getting access to the American dream, right? And that's all we say, man. Don't take advantage of our friendship, our kindness as black people, and then turn around and stomp on that and treat us like we've never had a relationship once. Okay, I just said a whole lot. Couldn't even hear myself. So what I was saying was, I agree with the sister, but what I disagree with is Latinos having to check the race boxes black on applications and what have you, because that's irrelevant. You don't have to check the race boxes black to stand in solidarity with black people. But what I don't like is the fact that once upon a time you were Latinos were thrusted into black communities uh, because mainstream America felt the same way about you in regards to your worth, your value as people. They felt that you weren't uh, worth access to their resources, their communities. But now, since you have been given the opportunity to build wealth, access to the American dream, you have found this sense of superiority to black people now. You have turned your back on black people, and now you act like you're the creme de la creme, and we're just lazy people. We work just as hard as anybody, but we have to work even harder majority of the time. But nowadays, when we come around you guys, you look at us, you laugh at us, we see it. We see it. All the smirking, all of the behind our back negative comments you make with other groups, other race groups. And then that's another thing. You guys all share this phenotype. You guys all have this lighter complexion with a different coarse or texture of hair. So that's all the same. It's all sameness. It's all the relation between the way you guys look and the way your hair is. It's all related, to one phenotype. So yeah, of course, you guys are gonna have more in common than you would with someone that looks completely different from you. But what I'm saying is, you know us as a people. You know who we are. Everybody in America does. You know who we are. We're not a monolith. We're not all one way. We all have different. Uh, we all have different beliefs, different core beliefs. We all like different things. We don't all uh, love gang culture. That's not all of us. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you guys turned your back on us and followed that same uh, that same um, what am I looking for? You guys followed that same blueprint as racist uh, Americans. I'm not even gonna name no specific nationalities or groups or nothing like that. But you guys all follow that racist mindset, that bigoted, that prejudiced mindset against black Americans now, because you have been given access. But when they were calling you spics and beaners and telling you to go home, you kind of felt like you had to stand up for your rights with black people. But now you don't. Let's continue.
But yeah, they will stand around and say, "Jigga, oh, I can say this, and I can say." How can you tell us what you can do when it comes to our race and our history? Like y'all wasn't out there. Like what Rick Ross said. Rick Ross said you wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym. They wasn't with us, baby, when we was out there in them cotton fields. They wasn't with us when we was out here building these white people houses brick by brick, layer by layer. They wasn't with us when these white people was out here throwing our babies, using them as gate. What is it? Gator bait. Like, be freaking for real. Y'all are not like us. I don't care how much you try to
What's up, baby?
appropriate our culture
Huh?
and be like us. You are not
What you
us.
need?
I saw a video of a Hispanic man today saying that we don't need the support from black people because we got
Okay,
each
hold
other.
on,
We
baby.
got
Here I come.
Mexicans, Hondurans, Salvadorians, Nicaraguenses. He basically mentioned all Central America and said, we don't need you guys. If you guys can't support each other, how is it that we need your support? Or how is it that we're going to even get your support? Anybody who saw that video, I watched the whole thing. Anybody who saw that video that's black, I'm sorry. I'm wholeheartedly sorry.
We appreciate Latinos who could admit the fact that certain people in their group are out of line with the comments and statements that they make. But at the end of the day, it's just like white people. It's the same thing with them. Like some of them have this mindset that we're inferior to them, or we're feeble minded. We don't think the same as everybody else. We're criminals. We're crime prone. We're just toxic. You know. And the same thing with the Latin community. Same thing with them. So we got this one sister here. She fight for what's right, but it's just not enough to combat what's coming out of her community nowadays, man. Uh, I think that let's continue.
We don't all think like that. My heart has been filled with so much joy seeing the support from the black community because we're finally coming to realize that we are so much alike, that we need each other, that we need to support each other. That rhetoric that we should hate each other, now more than ever, now more than ever, we should see how alike we are and how we need each other and how we can succeed when we unite. So I'm sorry, and just know that we don't all think that. I saw a video of a Hispanic man. I was talking to Mexicans. I said, why y'all don't like black people? He said, black people, we're quick to turn on each other. When a Mexican come in, like we in jail, and he showed me. He said, watch this. When a Mexican come in, other Mexicans run to the door, help him with his bag. When a white guy come in, white people go out there to help him out, get him situated. When a black person come in, all the black people sit back and say, that might be a snitch, or he might be touching kids. We criticize you before you come through the door. And he said, that's why I don't deal with that. I don't give a fuck about no nigga because most of y'all live below or at the poverty line. You financially struggling. I ain't said nothing to the black woman. Y'all crying over what I'm saying about the man. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But words hurt the black man because his mama called him ugly. His grandmama was tired of it. His father never said I'm proud of it, so words hurt him. He's an emotionally responsive black man. That's why he'll keep. I don't know. What are you doing? You bring all that stuff downstairs. Oh.
That ain't no reason to not like black people because of what we do to each other. Either you like us or you don't like us. And excuse my daughter in the background. Let's get back to it.
This is just me, but I feel like some of the African American people, they are obsessed with race and skin color. I don't know if it's just me. I was working a few days ago and I had a customer. He was African American, he was black.
See, what you don't get is, and I understand you coming from a whole nother country, so you don't know nothing about this American thing. Black people don't care about color. We've been conditioned to see color because it's all we've been dealing with since we've been here in America. For years, lighter lighter complexion meant better treatment, more opportunity. So yes, there is colorism here in America, which I'm pretty sure you've been aware of, especially with your entrance into America and the treatment you receive. If you have never been around other races when a black person walk in the room, which I'm pretty sure you have, then you understand why. But
And he asked me, "Oh, what's your first language?" Because it's obvious that my first language is not English. I just moved to this country like a year ago. So I told him, "Oh, my first language is Spanish." And he asked me, "Oh, so you're Latina. Where are you from?" And I told him, "Oh, I'm from Dominican Republic." So he told me, "Oh, you're black." But he said it like, "You're black." And I was like, "Okay. Is there something wrong with that? Should I feel bad about it?" And he was like, "No, but a lot of Dominican people, they think they're not black, but they're black." And I was like, "Okay." I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are just miserable and they're not happy with what they are. And then they want to make sure that other people are miserable too. And they're not happy either. It's like, I don't know. I don't
see, she didn't have a problem being called black, but you gotta excuse her ignorance though, because she think that because he's trying to relate to her in terms of ethnicity, that he's being miserable. Uh, yeah, he didn't have to force it on her like that because black people are always looking for somebody to assimilate with. Stop. The first thing y'all got to do, or we got to do, is get our community together. Yeah, listen to some of the clip that Charleston White said. Well, not even Charleston White, excuse me, Woody. That's a better reference. He said that black people, when they come into the jail, we look at each other we look for issues from each other instead of trying to help each other. You got to get your community together. As a black man, yes, it happens. We look for threats out of each other before we look, to uh, positive relationships with, or look to help somebody. We look for the threat first. Black folks gotta stop looking for somebody to be their friend. I don't care that she looks the same as you, bro. Clearly, she's different in a way. You don't have to tell her that she's black in order for you to feel like somebody else is there with you. Stop doing that. You can't buy friendship. You can't beg for friendship. What you can do is fix your community so that you wouldn't have to depend on nobody that's just gonna fuck around and turn their backs on you at the end of the day. But let's keep going. I digress.
know if it's just me, because in my country, we don't really think about race or skin color, or in Dominican Republic, people don't care if they are like Hispanic, Caribbean, black, Afro Latinos. We don't care. We don't care about this kind of stuff. We don't really think about that. Over there,
Cap.
we're just
Cap.
happy. We're just happy people. We are too busy being happy to be thinking about this kind of stuff. You should be happy too. Happy chulo. Just be happy. Practice this. You will like it. You will like the feeling. Practice happiness and stop being miserable about what you are. Just be proud of what you are. I wouldn't imagine myself like asking people where they're from and making sure that they know what they are. It's like, "Oh, where are you from?" "Oh, I'm from China." "So you're Asian." "Oh, I'm from Colombia." "So you're Latina." "I'm from Africa." "So you're black." We don't care about that. That's not my business. I don't care what you are. I don't care how you feel about your race. So stop being miserable. Life's not that serious. Don't take life so serious. Jesus Christ. Just be happy and be proud of what you are.
I just want to clear something up because I think that the Mexican community in Los Angeles, California, got it misconstrued that they're hard workers. You guys was not hard workers. The reason they gave y'all those jobs was because y'all was bilingual, okay? And
because of the cheaper wages that they had to pay out.
the fact that the Black Americans wasn't bilingual, and for some reason the rise of Spanish had risen, and they needed bilingual. That's why you see a lot of Spanish people that work more so than the Black people because they switched it out for language. They thank you. They try to they said it was the language thing that they needed the jobs filled. So it had nothing to do with nobody being no hard workers because at the end of the day, before the Hispanics came over, and some of them was already here, but I'm talking about as a masses where you damn near washed out the black community out here. You know, it was a lot of black people that worked, and we happily worked. You know what I'm saying? And we got paid what we was supposed to get paid, and we was able to afford the things that we was able to afford. So I think it's very like I don't know what y'all talk about. Like, oh, black people don't want to work. Now we don't want to work for no chump change. You right about that, but at the end of the day, y'all didn't get the job because y'all was qualified. A lot of people got the job was because they spoke two languages.
Is this thing going? Yes, I'm gonna talk about it. So after I had some time to let some things fester, I'm gonna have to tell you that I'm still not feeling right, man. Like I'm still in a personal struggle. Like I'm still in a personal struggle with Latino people. This shit has really bothered me, man, because first off, my goddaughter's Puerto Rican. My goddaughter is Puerto Rican. So I do know that there's some good Latino people out here. But the overwhelming majority, come on, man. Like this has really got a power struggle going on in my head. I saw a video from this Latin man, Hispanic man, and he said that Hispanic men were not going to vote for a woman, and the Latino women weren't going to vote for black women. Period.
Give me 1 second.
And that shit just threw
Finish the video and then
back
I go.
because, like, man,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
know
let me finish
for
the
a
video.
fact that Latino men
Why are you being
mess with
fucking
black
hard?
women. I know Latino women mess with black men.
Okay, watch.
But it's just weird of the whole concept within itself, just based off of the way the United States run, that we've always been grouped together. Black and brown people. When everybody ever spoke of us, it was black and brown people. Now y'all have broken that relationship up with us. Y'all have drawn your line in the sand against us. I've seen so many videos where black people are feeling stabbed in the back by you Latinos, by you Hispanic people. And we all feeling some type of way. Like for real. Like, do y'all understand we embraced y'all community so much that we allowed y'all to use the N-word? Like we allowed y'all to use the N-word the way we use it to embrace brotherhood. And this is what you did to your brothers and sisters. Now we already know as a community, we got an issue with these black men, these young black men who got so much anger towards black women, and these old bitter men who got issues with black women. We'll take care of that situation. But this shit with y'all has just gotten evil, has gotten bad. Like, I don't even think y'all understand. Like, y'all have become like the new terrorist group to us. Like 911, how they treated the Arab Americans, that's how we looking at y'all now. And it's messed up that we have to do that because for so long we were united together. So it's messed up that now I'm hearing people, and honestly, I said it myself. Okay, so that's the line y'all drawing in the sand. Fine, okay. Trump said on the first week of his inauguration, his first week in office, mass deportation. Okay, we for that. Yeah, that we're for that now because y'all don't seem to understand. Like you can side with them all day long, they're not going to accept you as one of them. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, you can go look at the Vivek.
I beg to differ, man. They have accepted them and given Latinos a seat at the table.
The guy who was a Donald Trump dick sucker, who was sitting there on Donald Trump's nuts all day long trying to be the vice president for Donald Trump. He did an interview. I don't remember what one lady it was, but you can look it up on TikTok and just put in Vivek gets disrespected by white Republican woman and see that they told him to his face, yeah, we appreciate everything you do for us, but we will never vote for you. We will never treat you like one of us. And his dumb ass sat there and still took it and was like, yeah, I'm a Republican. Like they told you to your face that they don't like you. They have been using you guys as the scapegoat to win this election for the longest time, talking about getting rid of Hispanic people for the longest time. Now black people are like, yep, go ahead and get rid of their asses.
Look, bro, uh, left wing, right wing, same bird, bro. Same bird. The Democrats don't like you, the Republicans don't like you. Same faces, right? Same socio-economic positions. They don't give a shit about you on either side, brother. Don't make it about Republican and Democrat.
Y'all did that. Y'all created that problem. Nobody else to blame but yourself and your stupidity, hoping that you was gonna be on the whitest right side, knowing that they done told you to your face many a times that they cannot stand your ass. Your gang members, your grapists, your drug dealers, cartel members, all kinds of stuff. That's what they label y'all as. We've defended you. We're not defending shit down. We're just gonna sit back and watch. We're gonna watch y'all asses get taken out in a bloody mess. And we're gonna sit back and be like, see, we tried to tell y'all asses. Ain't nothing changed since the 50s, 60s, 40s, 30s. Ain't nothing changed. It's just done in a different form. And we tried to warn your ass. All right, well, I don't even know what else to say. Y'all created this problem for yourselves. So don't expect black people to come rescue anything for anybody. We're damaged right now. We're hurt. We're damaged goods right now. We got to heal ourselves before we can worry about helping anybody else. We just got some facts.
Hey, bro, spoke a lot of facts. A lot of facts right there. But we aren't hurt. We're disappointed. Disappointed in the way you guys have been behaving, the way that you think that you're better than us now. You're better than us because you've been given access. You've been given room to breathe, to become who you want to be. In masses, though. By the masses, you've been able to do this. Kudos. Cool. We are still marginalized. Everywhere we go, we can't go anywhere without feeling like somebody's doing something behind our back or